forward to this week. It's a good opportunity for us to kind of we're almost settled on the injury thing. We're still figuring out Kanan on and off. Up front, Maxime will be out for a while, so we kind of know what we have there. Dev Vanderpool is completely healthy, which we haven't had in the last 2 weeks. So as we figure out those things, you're starting to stack game plans. At Rice and USF actually lines up fairly well. Rice is probably a slower, more deliberate version of USF in the middle ball screen. They both count on it a bunch, and they're running the similar Spain knockoff, no knockoff exit actions. So we're able to stack our scouts, and we just got done with our meeting today, stacking those two things. And now the rest of it, one will be a Broadnax post up or ghost screen, and then obviously USF has the wrinkles with Pinion and chasing the two shooters, him and Wes. But a chunk of it lines up. So defensively and personnel-wise, we feel like we're in a much stabler situation than we were just it was almost like a fire hose. And then day before the game or day of the game, the last 2 weeks, we find out what was really going on. This week, we know exactly what's going on. It's going to allow us the game plan. So hopefully we'll travel safe and then get a great opportunity to come back home and, play in the LA again, which we're looking forward to next Sunday. But Rice up front is just an opportunity for us for not just get a win, but I really think settle in with, some more Nico Moretti in the ball screen. I thought he was fantastic in the last game. And then get Devin and Isaiah going in that right direction. And now that we know where we're at with the 5 spot, we can keep growing our 4s and then settle in with the 5s. So, we're excited. The best thing we can do this time of year is play. It's February. You watch the scores all around the country. There's good and bad. All you can do is react, and I think we're going to react really well this week. So any questions you have?
Hey, Coach. So you mentioned obviously preparing for Rice and USF, but in terms of your own preparation, has it just been kind of focusing on Nico, or has there been other things that you guys have addressed kind of team-wise rather than preparing for Rice and USF?
No, health continues to be a daily phone call with our trainer, Joel, if not 4 of them. The second thing is, when we were really good, we were number 1 defense in the league. When we rebounded, we won. And we would flow into offense and allow for some, jump shots or decisions with the 3 guards, almost hoping that 2 of them get going. And Isaiah Kane and Dev, we had enough. Now I think the defense needs to get back to where it was. The rebounding still seems to be an absolute indicator for us. We were happy with the Tulsa rebounding. Now we didn't do some other things, but we did rebound well. And then if the defense is back to where it needs to be, the rebounding sticks, then we probably will slide a little bit to more some ball screen sets. So we're playing off Nico's reads. And then everybody's role falls from there. Now, the guards are being hit after a ball screen roll. They're getting a second side handoff. Their decisions are a little cleaner and we can describe them to them better going into the situation. So, Kanan will be very, very light today, but I think we'll make our decision there faster. We have been waiting to game days and, we'll probably decide sometime today what the best option is there. But it's not just that we're going Nico. It's that when you play with the European guard, how do the 4 people function around them? And then how can they be elite in that role? And then how can they make plays for each other? Because one indicator for us has certainly been our rebounding, but I would say the second would be our assist total. Only 8 last game, I believe, and we're going to have to share to win. Rice's game plan is they stunt like they're in the gaps and there's no place to go. And the moment you dribble, they trust their guy one-on-one and they bounce out to take shooters. So I think they're number 1 in the league in not allowing assisted baskets. And in the last 2 weeks, we've struggled to get assists. And so I would say that's probably the larger issue. It's not that it's a Nico situation. It's that how do we get our sharing back?
And with Xander, I'm sure you guys probably had some conversations after that game. How do you feel he responded to any coaching you guys gave him? And do you feel like there's a potential for a bounce back for him in the future?
Well, I hope there's a bounce back. I mean, certainly somewhere in there there's a good player. You can watch UCF. You can watch Boston College. You can watch Memphis to start the second half. I could give you another 4 or 5 examples if you wanted. Like, there was a good player in there. He was punished. He probably didn't enjoy it. It was incredibly painful, and I hope he learned. He's old enough at this point in his life not to make the mistake again. So we'll move on from it, but it was certainly painful for him, and we'll hope he learned his lesson.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, it comes where the team is at a crucial point in conference play in the latter half, where the team needs to get back on the win column against an important road win this week against Rice. Given Kanan's questionability of with his availability with the injury he's dealing with, will the line remain the same as it was against Tulsa, or has there been any tinkering in the first unit?
I think we're going to see what Kanan does today before I can answer that. I probably couldn't answer that question until game day the last couple games. Right. I would think I'll be able to answer it sooner. We're doing media today and not tomorrow, so I'm sorry I don't have it for you yet.
Right.
But I do think Kanan wants to try so bad that we're going to give him the ability early in practice. And then we may make a lineup change. I mean, you're right, 7 games. The mistake we made at this point is losing home games. If we took care of our home games, we'd be tied for first place. We're done blaming injuries at this point. We are what we are, and we've got to get these games. So we need some road wins to make up for our mistakes at home. Rice is a good opportunity for that. I hope we can follow through and do that. And then from there, we'll get back to home, and we're going to have to defend home court. And these 7 games are important. We're really playing for a seed. And if we could just get one less day, if not 2 less days on our feet at the conference tournament, it's worth the fight. And it's a little closer than everybody realizes because the top of our league is so bunched up. We could go one more cycle, one more week of 2 games, and you'd be surprised. If some things break our way, we could be 1 game, if not no games, out of first place because of how quickly this thing flips.
And speaking of Rice, going into this matchup on Wednesday night, you have to deal with Trey Broadnax and then 2 sharpshooters and Nick Anderson and Jalen Smith. What's going to be the approach to keep those guys off the perimeter while making sure the other guys on Rice's roster try to, they have to be the ones taking the shots and not the top scorers on the team?
Yeah, I don't think Broadnax gets enough credit. Rowan Brumbaugh gets a lot of love. Riley gets a lot of love. I think Broadnax is as good a returning guard in our league as you're going to find. The thing with Rice, you got to be careful. Seems like Charlotte is in a lot of close games, and they all tend to go Charlotte's way. And then Rice has been in a lot of close games, and they've lost some really heartbreakers. And I know that people look at records and they say, okay, this is good, then that is bad. But if you just add it all up to 90% of the game, take the last 2 minutes of the game out of it, Rice has not only been better this year, but really grown. And it's because Trey is there, and that sustainability or consistency is really positive. And then the second is the shooting is real. SMU transfer, like when he makes shots, it's painful. The other guard is just really special kid. I think he had 18, 17, 18, 19, and 20 something in the last 5 games. So you're just not dealing with one. You get all 3. And when you add that with the fact that they are getting almost 20 offensive rebounds a game in the last couple of weeks, I think they're playing way better basketball than people realize.
Coach, you guys obviously were able to handle the return game when Tulane came home. When you guys have that second opportunity against a team at home, how do you kind of capitalize on that? Is there anything you look to do differently? Do you address the first game, or do you guys kind of more address what you've been doing recently?
No, we addressed the first game. We just watch USF clips, the things we struggle with in the second half. And I don't mean the rebounding portion because they definitely were tougher than us. I would say the basketball IQ stuff. So we're trying to link both scouts together. So as Coach AD does his Rice scout today, a lot of the middle ball screen stuff that we struggled with against USF at their place, Rice runs. And then if we can do a good job at Rice with it, it'll get us one step closer to be on time for USF. So I would say they were the tougher team. And post-game, we focused a lot on us doing our job when it came to rebounding and toughness. But there was a basketball element where because of the roller and where they hit Joseph and how they forced us to tag in odd situations that we could clean up a lot, just IQ-wise. And so we're going to try to re-describe to our guys how to handle that middle third stuff, when there's an exit screen, when there isn't, when it's empty, when they fill, when they stay down, when they fill their corners, when they don't. There's a lot of intricacies to guarding USF that way. And so we will make adjustments to be better when it comes to guarding the ball screen portion of their game.
Coach, especially when it comes to USF, they obviously sit at second place in the conference standings right now. But when it comes to their overall record, they're like a 50-50 ball club on the road when they're not playing on their home court. How important will it be to like defend home court at the LE and have the fans like come out in full support, like pack the arena and just give everything they got with the supporting of the Owl squad?
Yeah, I mean, we need to get Rice, and that's going to be a hard enough task. But the LE matters. We had played really good at home in league and felt like a home environment was special. I was really thankful for the last one. The tailgate, anytime they do that for us, I think it's not just great for our guys, but it's great for the school. We play in one of the most beautiful places, not only in the country, but in the world. You get to be outside, have fun with your friends, tailgate, and then come inside and enjoy a basketball game. Sunday at 2 in the afternoon, I don't know that you're going to find anything better. The Super Bowl ended. Football is behind us. And at this point, it's February and March, and it's college basketball time. So if we can combine tailgating, the beautiful Boca Raton, and the LE and have a great day, I would love that. But I'm thankful when the school gives us those moments, and I hope we'll have one on Sunday for sure.